That is the sound of my arrival. Quail. Quail. That's a real phrase, by the way. When people say to quail, I believe it's the same thing as saying something like tremble. Except it is also the name of some form of sea life. It's like going up to somebody and saying, Magikarp. If you ask them to quail, you're asking them to tremble and give paws at your feet. But you're also saying the name of a fish. Hello, I'm Marik Ishtar, and I'm here to say I'm destroying the world in the old school way. Ha, cha-cha-cha. That's the sound of my coming. Anyway, my arrival. Welcome to Star Wars. Hi, guys in the chat room. We got a banana ghoul. We got a sunny fourth. I didn't see that. We got a cheruvi. My cheruvi. My cheruvi. And then we got dark magic. I really hope he doesn't attack anybody, because that would be a dark magic attack. We got a cut scene.
You!
Me.
Murderer.
Yes.
My father was a staunch traditionalist, and he
Oh,
was
tell me your life story, okay?
But he's my blood.
What?
Do you think you could kill him and get away with it?
I'm the one who talks about blood, man. Blood is my thing. I'm the edgelord. With your scar on your face. The scar on your face lets me know that you need me. There's blood on your hands that I know you'll deceive me.
I wasn't worried about the consequences.
I never am.
And you don't deny it.
I don't
You
give a
killed
crap about consequences. Yeah, that was me. Did I do that? Check out this ring, man. I love holding rings. Bakura's ring. His Millennium ring. He lets me touch his ring all the... He used to let me touch his ring all the time. And now I'm sad.
How else would I have his ring? See?
I'm going to rip
Hi,
that
Callista
ring from your
Jones.
steaming corpse.
Hey, why is my corpse steaming? Is it just that sexy? Is that what you're saying? Burnt Toast says, leather pants, where are they? Listen. Everybody's talking in the chat and being confused. How to play Sith Warrior. Kill everyone, says David Root. He's right. I'm not giving you my ring.
I'm going to add your ring to the collection.
I have so many rings,
Rude
apparently.
Took his life. Attack!
Gonna add your ring to my collection. The most intimidating threat of all time. I am a collector of artifacts. And soon your dead body will be an artifact within my collection. How intimidating is that? I collect things. Stamps, for example. Scary.
I am beside myself.
No, he's beside that
Not only
statue
did
over
you
there.
get the Twi'lek to cooperate,
Twi'lek.
but you completed the task and claimed the ancient lightsaber.
My Pokeball nipples are
Venom was
pleased.
not in my chamber as I instructed. I take it he sought to stop you and claim the ancient weapon as his own.
Yes, that is exactly what happened. I don't remember at all if that's what happened. In fact, I was not paying attention the whole time. I was too distracted by the nipples on your chest that can catch them all. Everyone's saying, where's Naruto? And where's Evil Council? Listen, you gotta be patient. There are important things happening in the galaxy, such as ring collecting and poke nipples.
He tried and failed. Vemrin was nothing if not consistent.
Bravo!
Thank you.
I see you may indeed become one of the strongest Sith in the galaxy.
Of course.
Your trials are over. You are now my apprentice.
So, David Root says, sass barass whenever you can. Hysterical. Hilarious. I like sassafras. That's a bunch of sassafras, if you ask me. They have life, guys. Be patient. Thank you, Fire Girl.
I can hardly wait to start, my master.
Good, because it's time to unleash you.
Like in that one Sonic
This
game.
is only the beginning.
Eh.
With you as my right hand, we shall strike fear into the Empire's enemies.
Is that your spanking
I must
hand?
convene with the Emperor and inform him of your progress. This shuttle pass will take you to Drummond Cos.
Ah, yes.
Meet me at the Citadel there.
A Drummond Cass. That's not really a planet name as it is a bad Scrabble hand. So I can say, yes, Master, I'm glad to get off Korriban, or my regards to the Dark Lord. Who's the Dark Lord? The Emperor? Hey, say hi to the Emperor from me, Darth Sassafras.
Tell the Emperor I said hello.
Say hi to the Emperor from me.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
Say hi to your mom from me.
Take the Twi'lek slave as my gift. Do with her as you wish.
Aw,
If
yeah.
she'll be of use, by all means take her with you to Drummond Cos.
Cos? Is it Drummond Cass or Cos? Either way, it has the sound ass in it. Unless you say it os, like this guy. What is this? Customization. I can make her look different. What? This one, she's just a shadow. What happened here? She just became one of the... she just became one of the villains from American Horror Story. From season 1. I choose that one, I guess. I want her to look like that. I want her to be a glitch in the Matrix. Look like that. Look like this. Go. Oh, it made her red. What? That's not what I wanted. I didn't want her to be red, although it is kind of a cool look. What? Don't go that way. I'm trying to stare at you. She's so shy. Stand still. No. Okay, smile for the camera. There you are. Gotcha. Now she's Knuckles, says Shiruvi. Absolutely. My Shiruvi and Knuckles. It's the tale of Darth Leathertush and Knuckles. She is the darkness. She became one with the Shadow Realm. Alright, so. Now we're going to a different planet. That's exciting. If there's one thing I know about MMOs, it's their varied landscapes and environments that really make them worth playing.
Process of higher learning go.
Bros and Roxy says, is this man alive? This man is alive. Man alive. Hannah Schmandka, I want to say that's how you pronounce that name, says, I've been having a bad week since I've been sick. Oh, thank you for streaming, she says. I'm sorry you've been sick, Hannah. What have you come down with? She says Shady could have done it better. Oh, you've come down with a case of the Shadies. Yes, symptoms include stopping a bridging. Symptoms include having a sexy voice, but really just that one voice. I hate to say it. Symptoms include stopping what you're doing and going to work on My Little Pony music videos. It's a deadly virus. That's what do you call it? It's shadiosis. Take the damn leather shoes, says Blue Spirit. You think I've not tried? You think you're the first person to tell me to take the damn leather shoes? You try, listen. Taking a man's pants is a very simple task compared to taking his shoes. You can take someone's pants off over their shoes if you try hard enough. But trying to take off a man's shoes? That's a fool's wager. Hannah Schmandka. It sounds like if somebody were to if someone was like, hey, what do you think of Hannah? And someone else says, Hannah Schmandka. Like cake schmake. It's Hannah Schmandka. Is this my spaceship? No, this is a shuttlecraft. Careful. I've seen enough episodes of Star Trek to know that if you go on a shuttlecraft and you fly through an ion storm, you are basically screwed. Do you think Star Wars has ion storms? Wait a second. I need to pick a class. Okay. Stop being in my throat, sorry. So it could be a Sith Marauder. Or it could be a Sith Juggernaut bitch. That's the complete title. Blue Spirit says, I know I'm not the only one who said that, now take them. I tried! Shoes are difficult. Pants are easy. Shoes take years of practice. Who should I be? I should be a Juggernaut. So far we've got more vote. If you want me to be a Marauder, if you want me to be Merida from Pixar's Brave, say Brave. And if you want me to be a Juggernaut bitch, say bitch. or something less offensive if that doesn't take your fancy. Either way, shoes are difficult. Jug bitch. You broke into his house. I think you can get his shoes. How do you... You don't know the circumstances of my entrance to his house. Brave bitch. Brave bitch, says Sunny456781. We got lots of braves. Cuss word. I think the bitches have it. I think the bitches supersede the braves. Because honestly, I don't want to transform into a bear if I can help it. That would make shoes even more difficult to claim. So we could be immortal. That sounds friggin' great. If I were to be like an alien emperor of the galaxy who was white and purple, that would basically be my whole modus operandi. That would be my motivation, would be to be this. So we could be immortal. I'm going to choose this because that seems to be the most popular one. The bitches have it. Could be immortal. Vengeance. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've basically found it right now. There's really no need to go on. Vengeance is... That's my whole thing, man. That's my whole gimmick. I make it look good. Lots of other stories about vengeance, they end with sadness. They end with lots of dead loved ones. They end with misery and hatred and lack of satisfaction. My story of vengeance ends with hanging out with my family in the desert and looking sexy. There's no downside, really. Yeah, my dad died, but that wasn't my fault. That wasn't about vengeance. That was just crazy people. That was Shadi being like, hey man, kill that guy. And I was like, sure, okay. Naruto Abridged is not cancelled, but it's just not here right now. I apologize for the delay. I'm still really busy on videos. Please understand. In the words of the great, late man who said that, Iwata. That guy, Iwata. He said, please understand. And he was great. I love that guy. Just can't remember. I don't know his name. I feel bad now. That's me whispering. I go, bah. Anyway, vengeance. Yeah, come on. Let's do it. Yeah, there we are. That's us. Vengeance. When embracing the dark side, I'm gonna embrace the frig out of it. When embracing the dark side of the Force's butt, I'm gonna embrace that booty. Vengeance can be a powerful ally. Of course it can. Hannah Schmantka says, hey Marik, have you touched Bakura's butt yet? Touched it? That was step 1. I'm on step 12 now, muchacho. Don't ask me to define all the different individual steps, but touching is step 1. But as for Project Butt Touch, that's coming next week, hopefully. With sustained and ruthless lightsaber thrusts. I'm gonna focus on that word, thrusts. Delivered in the Lithe Shien form. Now. My Lithe Shien form is off limits. The Vengeance Juggernaut increases damage without sacrificing defense. An ideal combination of tenacity and viciousness. Sounds like me. It's like it's describing me. Look, I embrace the dark side of the butt. Vengeance is my powerful ally. With sustained, I sustain ruthless thrusts into the Lithe Shien form. And I increase damage without sacrificing defense. You know how I do that? I have my rare hunters. Friggin' so much damage done by so many friggin' people. Step 12 is not thrusting. Thrusting is like somewhere between 3 and 5. It might be 4. That's thrusting. So step 1, touching. Step 4, thrusting. Are you with me? It's a simple 12-step butt touching program. It's a simple 12 steps. 12 steps to complete butt satisfaction. Step 1, touching. Step 4, thrusting. We'll fill in the rest later. Filling in the rest. Step 5. These are my abilities. Shatter, Impale. Impale is on the list too. Shien form. Vengeful Slam. That's toward the end of the list. Vengeful Slam. Bakura always liked it when I slammed him vengefully. Here we go. Committing. Committing to the butt is step 2. Step 1. Step 1 is touching. Step 2, commit to the butt. I think step 4 was thrusting. Step 5, committing. What was step 5? Frig. But step 12 was something else. Somebody list the steps. I've forgotten them already, and it's very important. It's very important. Here we go into space. Okay. Step 13 is fly into space. Why is Star Wars the Old Republic an innuendo? Well, anything that old is gonna have sex jokes somewhere. Slamming, that was step 5. Yoite El Yadak says, I was innocent a few seconds ago. No, you weren't. Don't lie. Oh, we can give her an outfit. We give her a civilian outfit. Can I see it, please? Show me it. Oh, I'm on the fleet. Oh, frig. You know what this means. How do I show what it looks like? I can have the civilian outfit, the slicing outfit, or the armored outfit. I'm going to go with the slicing, because that sounds stabbier. And heaven knows I'm all about the stabbing. Dress like this. Destroy the clothes. In Star Wars land, if you drop clothes, it destroys them. They just explode on impact with the ground. Alright. What is this name? Asala! It's like someone with their mouth full trying to order a salad. What would you like, ma'am? A salad? What the frig was that? Was that beeping? Was that on my end? Did you guys hear beeping? Anyway, let's send her away to sell my trash. Leave.
You'll miss me.
I won't. So, we're on the fleet now, surrounded by other players and droids. This is Wally's cousin, Bally. What is this? This is like a crappy 5-year-old's droid. It's like a tricycle droid. With training wheels. You can't do it, droid. I don't believe in you. See, you're failing already. You've got a bad motivator. We should give you back to the Jawas. What's going on in the chat? Christian Perez says... he didn't say that. Marik, do you still build sandcastles? I do. I have an elaborate collection of sandcastles in the sand outside the Pharaoh's tomb. Because, really what else is there to friggin' do in the desert? That droid is not doing his best. That droid has failed 1,000 times. Also, it lacks a butt. And anything without a butt isn't worth my time. But yeah, I have sandcastles out in the desert. Because like I said, you really have one of two options in the desert. Guard the Pharaoh's tomb from any thieves that might happen upon it. Because that definitely still happens. In this day and age, there are still people who rob tombs. Or, you go outside, make a sand castle out of sand. Live in it. One time I saw, if you see that clip from Yu-Gi-Oh! I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh! By the way. I've watched the show that I'm in. I'm a huge egomaniac. I love looking at myself. But in order to understand the context of what I was doing, I had to watch the old stuff as well. And it's kind of boring, because it's like, you're watching season 1 and you're like, who are all these friggin' idiots? When is that sexy guy with the tan skin, the sexy brown skin, and his midriff, and his violet top that exposes his midriff to the world? His glistening, shiny midriff that could carve statues out of stone. When is he gonna show up and to take the show up to another level with his 12-step butt appreciation program? Yeah, you're thinking that the whole time you're watching season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! The whole time. And then you're thinking it again after you get past season 3. Until season 5 when I show up again and I'm like, hi guys, I'm back. But spoilers, never mind. I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And I watched season 1. I was watching it. And friggin', there's a scene where Joey and Serenity are like children. And they're playing in the sand at the beach, and Joey's making a sandcastle with his sister. And he's like, oh man, it sucks that we're not gonna be able to live together anymore. First world friggin' problems, man. What is this guy's name? That's like, what if you have a mouthful and you don't want to order salad? Whoa, he's jumping. Come on. I'm not sure what that is. That's what happens when you're trying to order a salad, but somebody squirts you in the mouth with a garden hose. What would you like, sir? Oh, I'd like a... What was I saying? I was talking about Joey with his sister making a... Oh, Malik Blishtar says, can I get a shout out for Kelly? Kelly, you shouldn't let it make you mad. We are the best friends of all time, Kelly. That's my shout out to Kelly. They're in the sand, in the beach sand, and they're making sand castles. And Joey's like, it sucks that we're not going to be living together as a family anymore. And I'm like, try living underground and having murdered your father. Try that and then try making a sandcastle and still enjoying it. 'Cause I do. Friggin' noobs. I did not sound like Taya there, Turbo Duel. You take that back. Ah! Oh, it's typical airport security. What
You're
the...
the one, yes. Not like the scabs that exited the shuttle with you.
What?
You radiate power, Lord. I bow before you.
Hey.
I serve Lord Barris. He sent me to meet his new apprentice, and I made sure I was here on time. I certainly did, yes indeed.
What is this guy, like friggin' Gollum? Is this Andy Serkis? He's just taking it too far. He's not even wearing his mocap suit anymore, but he's like, I've got to do this. I've got to be in character. Nobody will hire me if I don't act like Smeagol. But he's friggin' Snoke now, so good for him.
So, I'm met. Now what?
I'm just a slave who owes his every breath to the tolerance
He's just
of
a
Lord
poor
Barris.
boy with a
He
poor
said to
family.
introduce you to Droman Cass, and I take that seriously.
Good for you. He takes it seriously. So is this guy gonna be my Sith tour guide now? Those are freckles, Hichiko. Hichiko, are you like Ichigo from Bleach, except Hichia?
Get on with it. I don't have all day.
Right
true.
away. You don't have to tell me twice. Lord Barris ordered me to encourage you to explore Cass City before reporting to him. Imperials maintain the order, but they won't bother you. When you're ready, Lord Barris will meet you in his personal chambers. You will tell Lord Barris I was good? Yes? That I served well?
I'm going to act. This is how I act. This is voice acting. Is this is a believable performance? He talks like a rare character, like a character from Banjo-Kazooie, except speaking actual English.
You did exactly what you were told.
You have my thanks, gentle Juggernaut.
Gentle Juggernaut?
Bow my head until you depart.
Wow, you showed remarkable restraint with him.
That's because he was going...
We're moving on. Keep up.
He doesn't sound anything like me, Hollow Sullivan. Holsoven Ultimate. Firegirl 660 says, those aren't freckles, they're sins. It's true, people with freckles, they got those freckles from all the sins they've been doing. If you ever met, like Pippi Longstocking, she murdered a lot of people before she got those freckles. Little Orphan Annie, she has freckles, right? I want to say yes. How do you think she became an orphan? Murdering parents. People with freckles, they are bad news. Every time an angel dies, a girl gets her freckles. Or a guy. I don't know why I'm singling out the girls. Sonny says, what do you think about the scene where Bakura licks the Millennium Eye after he takes it out of Pegasus's head? Well, I'll tell you what. After I saw that, I told Bakura that he wasn't getting that mouth anywhere near me until he'd clean it out with some Listerine.
And legends are forced on the galaxy.
What are you talking about? Are you telling me the deep lore of Star Wars The Old Republic? What are you saying? Welcome to Drummond Cast. Wow, she's gone. She was just welcoming me to the planet, sarcastically like.
Destination.
Travel droid, let me travel to a place.
Enjoy your stay.
Meow. Lucky Girl says, how about moles? What do moles mean? Moles mean that you need somebody to take a look at your garden, and get it infestated. Wait. Exterminate. You need an expert to come look at your mole problem. That's what it means. Freckles equals evil. Moles equals tend your garden more. Dark Magic says, I need some advice on gaming. How do you move the character? Have you tried throwing the Wii remote into the television screen? Because that usually works. I've gone through like 5 different TVs, but at least I moved forward a few steps. Okay. Here we are on the Sith capital. The Sith capital planet. Nothing Nazi-like here, I'll tell you that much. No Nazi undertones whatsoever. Just good, clean fun. Here on Sith planet. What do pimples mean, says Sister X Grimex. It means you've been having unclean thoughts. And it has affected the condition of your skin. That's why my skin is always immaculate. Because I do not let any unclean thoughts enter my head. Where are we going? I need like a transport at some point. I need to get like a thing to ride. Do I have anything to ride? And don't say Bakura. Marik, when you're playing with the Wii, do you pretend the Wiimote is your Millennium Rod?
I'm a city girl, but there's something
Shut up,
about
Vet.
this place that rubs me wrong.
Do I pretend the Wii remote is your Millennium Rod? Listen. I altered my Wii remote so that I had it sellotaped to my Millennium Rod, so I could use it at the same time. I don't have to pretend. Pretending is for losers. Everything I do in life is 100% real, with no simulation or imagination involved. I commit. That's one of the 12 steps, is committing. So I committed to using my Wii remote, and as my rod, but also my rod as my Wii remote. So occasionally I'll stab the if somebody wants to play a game with me, like we're playing WarioWare, and the music is like, who's the girl next door living in the haunted mansion? Better know her name, cause it's Ashley. When I'm waving the Wii remote around, I've been known to slice open people's jugulars. But that's their problem for facing me in combat. Video game combat. Yes. You know those crappy accessories you can get for your Wii remote to make it a golf club, even though there are maybe 3 golf games on the console, and the accessory costs more than all of them? I did that, except better and correct. But yes, I don't pretend. I don't waste time pretending or imagining. I make things really happen. That's why my sand castles are the size of actual castles. Because I don't half-ass anything. I full-ass everything. 100% ass all the time. Someone said, Darth Marik, that's me. Dark Magic says, what is your favorite game? The game I play when I defeat the Pharaoh, and I win. That's the game of life. Which is also a game. I like that one because it get you. The funny thing about the game of life when you're playing the board game with other people is when you don't have any children, but then for some reason you're able to get grandchildren, which means that at some point in your life, even though you may be completely unable to have children physically, if you're married, grandchildren might still happen. I hope it's not a real thing that is true in life as well. Because I don't want to get married and avoid having children, but then one day wake up and oh crap! Wah! Even that guy's angry about it.
The Force is a weapon. I will show you how to wield it.
Can I shoot people with the Force? If not, it's not a very good weapon. So I've got retaliation. So this is like, I have to defend against an attack and then use it. Okay, so I'm gonna push this. Push this. That's another step. Step 2. Did we do step 2 already? Step 2 is push this. Step 1, touch the bot. Step 2, push this. Step 3, something. Step 4... You guys remember, I'm sure. I don't have to repeat myself. I never repeat myself, ever. Or pretend. I didn't repeat what I was saying about pretending. I was reiterating. Alright. Sith warrior. Alright, let's move that. There. Speeder piloting, yay! Okay, purging.
Show no mercy.
I'll do whatever the frig I want. If I want to show people mercy, I will show it to them. I'm good at playing her in Overwatch. 1 second. I'll be right back. I have to click something on the wall. I believe it's called a light switch. Click. Did you like my narrating of my clicking? I did. Kate Lawrence, which is a ridiculous name. Who calls themselves that? Kate Lawrence, obviously made up, says, Marik, what is it like losing miserably again? Oh. What's it like losing miserably at a children's card game against the Pharaoh? Listen. That never happened. I chose to lose that game. Therefore, I voluntarily threw the game. Thank you, Nero. I voluntarily surrendered, which in a way is winning, because I defeated the evil within myself. That is a victory. So it's not like I lost to the Pharaoh, I just defeated myself. Hi, Barris.
Not a minute too soon.
Your
timing is impeccable.
Thank
Did
you.
it just get considerably colder?
I see you decided
My nipples.
to keep the slave. I hope she amuses you.
She's hilarious.
I trust you've been acquainting yourself with your new environs.
Environs?
My minion point you in the right direction.
With the guy who was like... he was a monkey.
That runt is utterly useless.
Ha!
Everything has a use. Your responsibilities will mandate contact with my various minions. Meet my directives, and you may do as you will to anyone you encounter, adversary or ally.
Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller in Meet the Directives.
Sounds liberating. The ability to kill anyone I want.
A lightsaber can only achieve so much, apprentice. The most powerful weapon in a Sith Master's arsenal
Is his butt.
information.
Or that.
I have painstakingly built a vast network of spies and operatives embedded throughout the Sith, Republic, and Jedi alike. I have fingers, eyes, and ears everywhere.
What? I have fingers, eyes, and ears everywhere. That's the most messed up thing I've ever heard. Like, underneath that suit and that mask, he's just like, mostly fingers and eyes and ears? That's gross. The earwax problem alone would give me cause for concern. But at least he has enough fingers to take care of it. He has lots of fingers to poke inside his ears and get rid of the earwax. The eyes? I imagine how much blinking he's doing under there. I can't even fathom it.
You've successfully infiltrated the Jedi Order.
Yes, my operatives are completely undetected, and I wish to keep it that way.
Nicodemus Edgewords, keep it in your pants.
Weakening and influencing them from within,
Yeah.
waiting to strike.
Waiting to strike.
You're my enforcer, deployed to protect my interests.
Yeah.
Intimidate
Give me 5,
my
yo.
rivals,
He left me
and
hanging.
destroy my enemies. It's time for your tenure to begin.
Yay, tenure!
Starship is touching down at the Car City cargo port, delivering a vitally important prisoner to me.
Prisoner.
You will meet Commander Langton at Docking Bay 12 and make sure he and his men successfully offload this prisoner.
Sounds like a plan, man. Darth Barris, you are the light of my life, and I love you. Bosch07 says, Marik, I've been your fan ever since Season 2. So since the moment you saw me, that's pretty typical. I get that a lot. Please notice me. Don't ignore me. Well, I noticed you. So I hope that makes you happy. Monster Cardo, says Red Wing.
If you're sending me, You must be expecting trouble.
We must always assume that we are being plotted against.
Yeah.
Especially when the stakes are high. The importance of this prisoner.
You think he has a guy who polishes his mask for him while he's wearing it?
Sharp. You are dismissed.
He's so shiny. My freaking face is weird. I have these giant cheekbones. But it's the most anime face available. Ding! Everybody ding for me. Chat room ding. Give me some ding ha. What was that? Some ding ha. Ding all up in here. That's right, Nero. Be your own senpai. Notice yourself. That was my tweet. You stole my inspirational words of wisdom. But it's okay. I give you permission to do that. Ding. Thank you, guys. Thank you for dinging.
You are strong,
Thank you.
but you could be stronger.
Doing my best, man.
Show no mercy.
No. Okay. Panaglot Z says, "Where's the new episode?" It's in your butt. Go look there. See if I'm right. Take some time to look inside your butt. Look inside your own butt and find the light within. Or the poop. Nah. The ding is strong with this one. Ding-a-ling. Haha. Alright, so what the plan is, that my mission right now is to go find somebody and help him offload a prisoner. Sounds like a plan. Here we go. It's kind of scary how much Drummond casts the Sith homeworld, or capital, not homeworld. This is where they decided to live, not where they were created. But it's kind of scary how much it looks like Los Angeles. I feel like the traffic here must be murder. Ah, because it's evil and they kill people. Ah. Turbo Duel 147 says, "I looked inside my butt once. You wouldn't believe what I found." Did you find the One Piece? Because nobody's thought to look there. Shiruvi says, "It kind of looks like discount Gotham. We're giving you 50% off Gothams right now. All Gothams must go." Seattle is certainly a good comparison. You think Dr. Fraser Crane has a radio show here? Fraser Crane. Kelsey Grammer would make a good Sith Lord. I'm listening to the sound of your heart slowly die as I crush the life from you with my force abilities. I'm Kelsey Grammer. I do that. Ah, Tony Hawk! Might Slapalama says, "Marik, please. Marik, notice me. I want your approval. Marik, please." Well, Might Slapalama, I approve. Because slapping llamas is a worthy cause. Hello, I'm Marik Ishtar. Did you know that more people get spat on by llamas every day than you realize? At least once every 50 minutes, a llama, at the very least, comes close to spitting on somebody. It's a huge problem. It's an epidemic. If you've never been to a place where there are llamas, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't know the cultural ramifications of llama spit. But hey, there is help. You can prevent such a problem from reoccurring. And if you donate today, we will stop people from being spat on by llamas. Donate now to the Might Slap a Llama Fund. With your money, we will send people to wherever the frig llamas are, and we will have them walk up to them and say, "Hey llama, what up, bitch?" and slap them. Not always with their own hand, sometimes with an object. Most of the time, with a glove of some sort. But gloves cost money, as do airline fares. And it doesn't help that we don't know where the llamas are. But we know that they're spitting on people. If you donate your money now, we can stop this. We can stop them. We can make it stop happening. A slap today prevents a spat tomorrow. Please donate all your money to the N Might Slap a Llama Fund for llamas that need a slap.
Up and get this hunk of carbonite to its owner.
Okay. Steven Universe says, Marik, are you on cocaine? Not right now, I'm not.
Hey, Captain Oblivious. Boo.
Frig off.
I didn't see you enter. Lord Barris didn't need to send a welcoming party.
She's so bubbly and crazy and random, that character. She's like one of those random pixie dream girls or whatever the trope is.
I'm here to make sure you do your job.
I hardly think that's necessary. My men and I have performed much more dangerous duties for Lord Barris.
Why'd you have a
This
Bluetooth thing embedded in your
And
cheekbones?
this is friendly territory. Surely we're safe here.
This guy's that obsessed with keeping up with his phone communications that he's like, I'll just install this Bluetooth device into my face. Listen, Twitter isn't that important, man.
Leave the figuring to Lord Barris.
Yes, my lord. Whatever you say.
Gaga.
Let's get this oversized block of ice to your master.
It's not a block of ice, man. It's carbonite. Shares no qualities in common with ice. Sage of 6 Memes Arshin says, Marik, do a little Karibo impression. Oh, hang on.
So step away from the carbonite man and no one ends up in a
Who is this guy? He's got my face.
Your master is going to be disappointed.
Perhaps I didn't make myself plainly clear. I'm here
Well,
to
you're
relieve
even
you,
less
although
clear when you put a gun in
whether
front of
that
your
includes
face.
your own lives as well is up to you.
Oh, we're just chilling.
Looky. If it ain't SWTOR,
Oh.
your master be wanting the froze man too, huh? Too bad for you. It mine.
That raisin. One of the California raisins is yelling at me.
You two know each other.
To know Tumar is to hate Tumar.
Well, you what?
Dog true for you too, SWTOR. If you don't flee, this be like killing 2 stone with 1 bird.
Oh, get it, because he doesn't speak English that
Lord
good.
Barris again. What do we do?
Don't panic.
On their own, Tumar and his lackeys wouldn't be much of a fight.
What the?
You mouth always get
Who are all these people?
SWTOR. It about to chew off more than it can bite.
This guy is 90% jowl.
You're going to take that, SWTOR?
Very amusing. I do relish the opportunity to rid the world of Tumar and his drones. So I'll be with you presently, Instigator.
Come on, boys. We smash the talk from SWTOR's big mouth now.
Okay, what the? His hands are on fire! Oh no, oh. The thermal detonators are overrated. Whoa, that guy's crotch exploded. What the? Ezio just took a nap right there. Tumar or not Tumar? That is the question.
Well done.
Thank
While
you.
we fight,
I didn't do
my men and
jack.
I will deliver the prisoner to Lord Barris. Thank you for buying us time, my lord.
I didn't do anything, but okay, you're welcome. His crotch keeps exploding on him. Good job, man. People keep exploding, but that's what happens when you drink 2 5-hour energies in a go. Anyway, somebody was asking me to do friggin' are we good? The fighting has stopped, yeah? Okay. Somebody was asking me to do a friggin' little Karibo impression. So here it is. Oh man! Oh man, I'm sure I'm British and I'm trying to make videos and I'm not doing a very good job, but I'm doing my best. That was too on the nose. Here we go, here's a better one. I sure do like bottoms. I sure do like looking at bottoms and pretending that I have a chance at touching any of the bottoms. And making videos. I wish that I could combine my 2 loves of videos and bottoms and make a video about bottoms, or a bottom where I could watch videos on it. Oh my god, I just reinvented the wheel. Imagine being able to watch videos on people's butts. Why would there be a need to look anywhere else? We would unite. I think humanity would be brought together with a common interest in butts and videos. Why can't I install cable onto Bakura's butt? That would be set. I would be set for life. Butt vids, vid butts. I like it. Butt tube. Booty tube. You butt. Wouldn't boob videos be better? Well, here's the problem. Not that it's a problem, but it would limit the range of people upon which we could watch videos. Because here's the thing. Everybody has a butt, within reason. But not everybody has boobs. A lot of people do. But I feel like butts would really cover the whole spectrum of everybody. You know, nobody would feel left out. I would love to show people videos on my butt. I dream of a world where I could show someone the entire series of Grumpy Cat videos on my bottom. Yes, man boobs do exist, but if we were to show videos on people's man boobs, it would encourage everybody to go out of shape and to gain weight enough so that they have man boobs. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I would rather let people be the exact shape they want to be. And you could be any shape and still have a butt. We're talking a lot about people's body shapes, and not enough about the actual concept, the real concept that I wish to discuss, which is broadcasting videos in high definition on giant big booty butts. Stop trying to distract me from my idea, which is gonna make me a rich man. I want to watch Star Wars on somebody's enormous booty. I want to have a badonkadonk where I could choose to watch things in 780p, 720p, or 1080p.
Langlin informed me of the ambush at the cargo port. Apparently,
Blood Knight says Team 4-Star is streaming right now. Somebody go to the Team 4-Star stream and tell them that you're watching this stream on my butt. Somebody go to the Team 4-Star stream, invade the Team 4-Star stream for me, and tell them, this video looks great on Marik's butt. Tell them that you can see the left half of the video on my left cheek, and the right half of the video on my right cheek, and whoever is in the video, tell them that you look very spankable, because you're on a butt. I didn't hear anything that Darth Barris just said.
Almost exposed. It makes me furious.
It makes me furious that I can't hear you talking while watching you on a butt.
It could just be a coincidence, Master.
It is not coincidence. I can feel it.
Burnt Toast says, I'm going to break the ice, but butts are asses. Look, there are so many great words for butt. Bum, bottom, rump, badonkadonk, booty, buttocks. These are all great words. This explains why butts are so great, because their name... If something has a great name, it is automatically fantastic. For example, Marik. Could you think of a better name than Marik? I know there's also Malik. That's also good. Interchangeably great. But it explains why I am so fabulous. And so fantastic and sexy. Because that word is just like... it's great. It's yeah.
Tell me what I must do.
No rest for the wicked, I guess.
Ain't no rest for the wicked. Star Wars don't grow on stars.
Commander Pritch is stationed there. He has a seek and destroy task for you.
But, Frieza... Okay, hi, Frieza. Says, which name for butt is your favorite? I'm gonna look up. Thank you for invading Team 4-Star stream and telling them that my butt's resolution really brings out the clarity of their videos. Derriere, that's pretty great. I'm gonna look up words for butt. Hang on while I do this. I'm gonna read this while my character talks for you.
It'll be done before you know it.
I must tend to the torturing of this miserable Republic agent. Waste no time. I have more for you to do once this is complete. You are dismissed.
Wow, this list is full of very rude words, I have to say. Now, a lot of these are just the same words with just extra words added on top. I have to call bullcrap on that. For example, they have booty and then booty pop, which isn't even another word for butt. It's just a thing you can do with your butt. I don't like this list already. Bum is pretty fantastic. What is butt augmentation doing on here? Is that like augmented reality? If you put a QR code on someone's... like on someone's butt, you can give them an even bigger butt? Is that part of it? None of these are friggin' different words for butts. Patootie. Okay, I chose one. Patootie. There you go. That is my favorite word for butt. Just because it sounds silly. And I'm a silly guy. Look at how silly I am. Live streaming video game footage from my butt to your butt. And also trying to defeat the Pharaoh and murder my father. I'm a silly guy. I'm a silly Billy. Little Smarty 13 says, if you could go back in time and change one thing without any consequences, what would it be? I would make it so Bakura wouldn't leave me.
Ready for departure.
There would be consequences to that, though. The consequence would be that he would be here right now. So, I'm afraid your proposition doesn't work, sir. Rosie Ellis says, check your mail, damn it. Well, since you insist, I pretty much guarantee that the mail is nothing to write home about. Haha, get it? That was a pun. But I'm pretty sure it's all just stuff that the game is sending me for being a subscriber. I don't think it's anything interesting. Let's check my mail, though. Look at the way I'm running. Listen. Yeah, none of these are interesting, although I do have a vehicle. I could use the vehicle. Let's do it. Grant vehicle. Yeah, see, this is all just, congratulations, you gave us money. Here is a virtual item for you. So here we go. I can get in my swoop. Swooping is good. Here we go. We're gonna go speak to Commander Pritch. Meow. What? Yusuke Urameshi says, Marik strip. That sounds like a comic strip, except more Marik-y. Or are you commanding me to strip? Because, come on, you've basically seen my entire naked body at this point. You don't need me to do it on command. If you just go to DeviantArt and search Marik naked. It's right there. You don't need me to do any of that. Strip for us, senpai. Look. Getting naked makes it difficult for me to notice you. How nice is Bakura's butt? It's not nice. Nothing about Bakura is nice. Have you met Bakura? Have you met that guy? Nothing about him deserves the adjective of nice. His butt is phenomenal, but not nice. His butt would tell you that it's going to call you after going on a date with it, but then it wouldn't do it. It would ignore you. It would just forget about you. That's how mean his butt is. Proxy Fox says, this is the stupid thing ever. So we're already off to a good start. This is the stupid thing ever. See, it'd make more sense if this guy played a Yu-Gi-Oh game instead of this random crap. Yes, because that would be very entertaining, watching Yu-Gi-Oh characters playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You can't get that anywhere else. That would be the most unique experience of all time. That's absolutely, you have a great point there. Like, if you wanted to see Yu-Gi-Oh characters play Yu-Gi-Oh, there is literally nowhere else to get that experience. It's not like there's a whole TV show about that. That is a rare happening. That just doesn't happen just willy-nilly. You have to go seek that out. Somebody has to give you that. It's impossible to find Yu-Gi-Oh characters playing Yu-Gi-Oh anywhere else except random internet videos. And I'm just letting you all down by not doing it. He has a very good point. I mean, it's not like that would get boring within 5 minutes or anything.
Commander Pritch at your service, my lord. Lord Barris informed me you'd be paying us a visit. I'm prepared to offer full assistance.
Thank you. Full assistance.
Aren't you a good little soldier?
Lord Barris has always found me so, Lord.
Thank you.
To update you on the situation here. There's been much unrest in these parts recently, my lord. Capped off by a violent slave revolt that has the surrounding jungles overrun with armed slaves.
So what's the problem? I don't understand.
Armed slaves? How daunting.
They've proven to be more tenacious than you would expect, my lord.
It's the pig, a destiny child.
To disrupt one of his rivals.
Oh, he's whispering.
His involvement kept secret. Now the slave captains who led the revolt are threatening to expose Barris's involvement unless they receive more potent weapons.
Darth Barris wears Pokeballs on his nipples. Pass it on.
Slaves. They're never satisfied.
There's one standing right
Take
there.
the stupid shock collar off.
Shock that.
But then I couldn't do this.
People are asking, what does Pot of Greed do?
I see you know how to handle
Well,
slaves, my lord. You think they know better than to
hang on
blackmail
a
the
sec.
Sith Lord. Lord Barris wants you to kill enough of the blackmailing slave captains to make the others lose their resolve.
Killing them does tend to make them feel less resolved about things. Death is a huge morale decrease. People are asking what Pot of Greed does. It's a mystery going back generations. People have tried really hard to try and discover the ancient mystery of what does friggin' Pot of Greed do. And let me tell you, I don't even know, and I've used it multiple times. Black Knife says, Marik, can you dab? Trying to make me dab. I'm doing it, but you can't see it. So.
Violence is not always the answer.
That's
Well,
bull crap.
Many of these slave captains are former criminals with ties to the underworld. In fact, some have been selling.
Why do
their
they have
fellow slaves
ties?
to the black market. If their followers found out, they'd be furious. If I had proof that they're selling their own people back into slavery, I could blackmail the slave captains to stop blackmailing Lord Barris.
Nellie Smith says, if you could get a piercing anywhere, where would you get it? I would get it. Well, I already have a piercing, actually. It's in my eyes, because I have piercing violet eyes that pierce people. Also, I pierced my dad with my Millennium Rod.
What kind of proof?
I bet they keep records of their transactions. If you rifle the slave captains' footlockers and find proof, I'll do what I can to use it against them.
Sounds good. I just want to go kill people.
It's worth a try.
However you want to deal with it, my lord. The slave captains have their home base around the unfinished Colossus. I'll await any proof you salvage from the slave captains' belongings.
Okay. Pot of Greed, though. It's a good question. Some people have theorized that activating Pot of Greed, all it does is allow you to know what the card does. Which is kinda deep if you think about it, because you can't know what it does unless you activate it. But then all you know is that you can't know anything until you've done it. So it really is pointless. Some people think that activating Pot of Greed causes Little Karibo to make a new episode. Some people theorize that activating Pot of Greed, if you wait 45 minutes, you get really high. Oh, that's just pot, though. Some people have theorized that Pot of Greed allows all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Spin-offs to be as respected as the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Some people theorize that activating Pot of Greed allows you to know all 20 steps in the butt-touching program that I referenced earlier that used to be only 12 steps. But in the process of talking about it, somebody added an extra 8 steps. And Pot of Greed might be part of the problem there. Always says, Marik, speaking of Pot of Greed, what is your favorite cooking appliance? Hang on. I really like toasters, because all toasters toast. And that is also my answer to the question of what is your favorite meme. Mama Luigi. Bye, Fire Girl 660. Umbreon125 says, Marik, how awful was Monday Night Raw? So I don't watch any wrestling, but I have a lot of opinions about that. So here are my opinions about that. It started off really well. The first 40 minutes or so, I thought we were in for some good crap. I thought we were really actually going to see, like, a legitimately interesting show, because all the character stuff was really cool. You had Seth Rollins. You had Seth Rollins You had Seth Goings rolling up against the authority, or Stephanie and Mick Foley, as it were. But he was totally justified in doing so. And you had Kevin Owens being proud of his accomplishments but berating the crowd. Everybody had very legitimate reasons for feeling the way they did. And it made everything very interesting and involving. And everyone's emotions were off the charts. It was very intense. And then, like, they just seemed to be on a roll. And then Charlotte versus Bayley happened, and that was okay. I didn't really like that. It seemed kind of clumsy. There was a part where Bayley, seemed to get injured, and I can't tell if that was a real thing. But, she was, faux injured at the very least, which caused the match to be, a bit clumsier than usual. And that match was okay. I kind of enjoyed it. It was nice to see Bayley get a victory. But then friggin', Stardust Magician says, 24 says, are you and Little Karibo roommates, Marik? No. He's just the director. He just tells me what to do when I am doing things on the internet. But then the rest of Raw was a friggin' mess. That whole old day segment, that seems like something that Vince really thought was hysterical, and nobody thought to tell him otherwise. And before you knew it, they'd taken a joke that was funny for maybe 2 seconds and written an entire 20-minute segment around it. It was really bad. And I'm in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, so I know what's bad when it comes to comedy. When are we gonna get a shot of that midriff, says Revan Hunter Dubs. Okay, here we go, if you really want it. There we go. What do you think about that, huh? What do you think about that? Look at that sexy man. The only thing he's lacking is a tattoo on the back that has been carved there by, his loving family, who just wanted him to bleed, so that he would hold the secret of the Pharaoh. I'm just gonna keep... You know what? Can I buy an additional slot? No? Okay. 1 second. Can I, hang on. Put my clothes back on. It's my Sith Warblade. I should sell that when I get chance. In fact, sell my trash.
You'll miss me.
XDemon0X says, Marik Senpai, please, blush. It's not like I'm gonna destroy the Pharaoh or anything, Baba Babaka. Wait, this is the new one right here. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. I think we can move on. I think I've killed enough people, and I took the thing I was supposed to take. So yeah. Jalel Fish says, seriously, where do your nipples go? They go into the world of imagination, which I have no time for. Listen, if you could see my nipples, you would fall in love with me. So it's for your own good that I hide my nipples from you. My nipples have rendered people speechless and incapable of anything. My nipples have the power to paralyze.
My lord, you're back.
Sometimes we have to cover them with Pokeballs.
The captains are selling their people back into slavery?
Yes.
I have yet to meet a challenge I can't conquer.
Most impressive, my lord. I can see why Lord Barris has such faith in you. Now I can threaten to expose the truth. If the slave captains don't want to be torn limb from limb, they'll stop blackmailing Lord Barris.
Malik Blishtar says, when will you defeat the Pharaoh? I didn't realize I was under a time constraint. I have plenty of time. I will eventually defeat him. If you really want to know when I'm going to defeat the Pharaoh, then check out Project Butt Touch, which hopefully will come out next week. But there will be more information about that.
I'm sure it has.
I'll inform Lord Barris that the situation has been handled.
Sunny456781, 456781, said, what do you think about Bakura or Ryo's dimples? I don't really know Ryo as well as I know Bakura, but then I don't really know anybody as well as I know Bakura. But their dimples are pretty similar. You can, if If you ever touch their dimples, they get very pissed off, though. They're like, hey, don't touch my dimples. But they sound more British when they say it. They're like, oi, get off me dimples, governor. That's what they say. Get off me dimples or I'll spit shine your shoes, governor. Gotta pick a pocket or two. Bakura is basically, Bakura and Rio, both are Bakuras. Oh, frig, I'm screwed. I've got to fly away from these guys. I like how every time one of the enemies sees me, they're like, rah! Because that's what I do when I see somebody I'm going to attack. I go, rah! But, Bakura and Rio are basically just classic, like, 19th century British characters from literature. The way they speak. You touch their dimples and they're like, bloody hell, mate. What else do British people say? You got a cup of tea and me fish and chips. And I'm like, I'd like to get my cup of tea and those fish and chips. And I touch his dimples some more. And then he's like, scram off you! I've got to play some rugby! Oh, frig. I have to fight now.
This always does the trick.
So don't touch Bakura's dimples if you know what's good for you. If you don't want to be yelled at in ye olde English idioms. Shiruvi says, so you touch Rio's dimples a lot. Every time you touch his dimples, he comes up with a brand new phrase. He's like one of those toys with a pull string in them. Except the pull string is his dimples, and every phrase he says is some random gibberish. Some random British-sounding gibberish. Like, bloody hell, I gotta get back home in time to watch Coronation Street. He says that when you touch his dimples. His dimples are like touch-activated sound chips or something. His little dimples in that little milky white skin of his. Touch the dimples, you get decked and sent down to the old bill, says Rebecca Tomlin. Hannah Schmantke says, hey Marik, is there any way that us, the audience, can help with Project Butt Touch? Well, the deeper we get into the project, because it is a project of multiple parts. I don't want to spoil anything, but you may, when it comes down to it, when things get really heated, you may have the ability to influence the storyline. So stay tuned to that. Bakura's dimples might get involved. If you're good and lucky. Ding! Wait, did I ding? Oh, I'm almost dinging. I've not dinged yet, Alex Date. Holosuban Ultimate says, why Steve's? Why not Frank's or Charlie's or Mac's? Or D's, for that matter. Well, I don't make the rules. It is an ancient artifact. My Millennium Rod has very specific rules. It functions in a very certain way, as dictated by the old gods of Egypt. And they decreed that only Steve's would be influenced by my Millennium Rod's pointy things. Joshua Viljoen says, I don't want to touch anyone's butt. That's okay. You won't be doing any butt touching. All of the butt touching will take place within the confines of the fictional series Project Butt Touch. You don't have to do anything, unless you happen to be watching the series on someone's butt, which also doubles as a video screen. In that case, you probably will have to touch a butt in order to fast forward and rewind or turn the volume up. I'm not sure how you do that with just a butt interface. Presumably pinching it in certain locations will allow you to do that. But as for touching butts, you're completely, it's entirely within your right to avoid doing it.
Break my bones, burn my flesh. I'll tell you nothing.
I will not be denied.
Oh, zappy zappy.
Go spit, you monster!
He used an electric attack with his Pokeballs.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Okay, so he's getting zapped. Can we pick whose butt, says Millie Ring? No, There is only you'll watch the show, and the Project Butt Touch part of it will make sense. But there will be certain aspects of the story that you might be able to influence. It's still up in the air.
Makes that shock collar seem tame, doesn't it?
Ah, apprentice, you've returned. Commander Pritch confirmed that the slaves have been silenced. Good.
I muted them.
Still trying to extract the information I crave from this Republic agent. He is much more resilient than anticipated.
Alex.I says, why do you send people to the Shadow Realm when you can just electrocute them? So which one sounds more effective? Zapping people with electricity that they could easily survive and might just be a minor inconvenience, or fry their brain and destroy them completely, who knows? It's unpredictable. Or opening a doorway to another dimension of insanity and darkness and shoving them in there. Which one sounds more effective as a villain? Huh? Your decision will decide whether or not you'd be a crappy villain or not, Alex. And I have a feeling you'd be a crappy villain. Because you're like, shocking someone is cooler than sending them to hell. Yeah, you can either shoot somebody with a gun or force them into unending torture in basically limbo. Yeah, shooting them sounds great. You're a crappy villain, Alex.
I thought you said you were good at this.
Now is not a good time to test me, apprentice. Even as I brutalize him, I twist the Force to keep him alive and feeling every sensation.
See?
That is the cruelest thing I've ever heard.
I have another important task.
And I've heard Jedi Rocks from Return of the Jedi Special Edition.
A particularly bothersome thorn in my side. Meet with my apprentice, Drykel.
Is it
Ball.
Admiral
He's
Thorn?
a covert operative in Gratham's compound. Ball claims to have made a key discovery.
Does the Shadow Realm have toilets? Auburn Fox 24 says. Yes, but it's porta potties. There's no actual sewage or drainage system. So you're just pooping into the same spot for eternity. And it piles up, man. It piles up.
Do you know the nature of this discovery?
Ball only communicates in predetermined signals. He was to find Gratham's exploitable weakness, and today he sent the success signal. Gratham's presence is useful to me, so I don't want him killed.
I really like Holsoven Ultimate's idea that the Shadow Realm is actually a theme park with really depressing rides. He says, welcome to the Shadow Realm, please try our darkness coaster next to the bumming me out carts. The teacups are all filled with actual tea that is scalding hot. So when you get in them, you're like, this is really uncomfortable and I'm going to throw up. But if you do throw up, it's just into this burning fluid that you're surrounded by. And it mingles with it, so you're not only burning to death, you're spinning around like crazy, and you're sitting in your own vomit. So yeah, Alex, that sounds way, way worse, or way less effective than being electrocuted. You have a great point.
Today I cripple a Sith Lord.
Enjoy it. One day it won't seem so special.
It's overrated.
Then, Republic Wretch, where were we? Oh, yes.
Ha! This guy. Don't kink shame him.
Tell me what I wish to know.
What does Pot of Greed do? Alright, so I can get some more pants. I could get some of this. I'm gonna get some of the crystals. Ah, guys! Check it out. I got that red snowflake over my head. That means ding! Yeah, have fun with that, by the way. Have fun with having red bars over your breasts and crotch. He really doesn't seem that fussed, does he? He's just sort of been... He's had a minor bludgeoning. Thanks for the ding... Thanks... Okay, hang on. Thanks for the dinging, chat. I appreciate it. These Pokeball nipples. Holy crap. Those things are huge. I hope somebody just started tuning into the stream right now, just to be confronted with two friggin' enormous Pokeball nipples that are shaking and a-jiggling. Shaking and a-jiggling. And in the middle there, he has some sort of crest What is that? That's like some sort of robot spider crest between two Pokeball nipples. And his mask. What is his mask like? He looks like... What does he look like? You know, a funny person would be able to say something about his mask. As it is, he looks like, looks like a friggin' idiot is what he looks like. Ah. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Da 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 da. To tweak my nipples is my real test. To make them pointy is my cause. Nipples. He does. X-Demon0X says he looks like War Machine after a bad night. So in other words, he looks like War Machine after Civil War II. Anyone who's reading the comics will know what I'm talking about. Any comic book readers in the crowd? Maybe. People are texting me. I like statues of guys in cloaks. Because it could literally be anybody. Let's see if you actually see this guy's face. Kind of. Mostly it's the cloak, though. It's like, check out this guy. He was so influential on Sith culture. After him, everybody else started wearing cloaks. And now everyone looks the same. He was just wearing a bathrobe and it just caught on. Okay.
Ready for departure.
Let's depart to some places.
Enjoy your stay.
We're gonna speak to directly Ball. All the comic readers in the 313 say ho! Everybody who reads comics say ho! Prah. Prah. Prah, 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 prah. Irik Ragnarok 2 says, who's worse to work with, Kaiba or the Pharaoh? Well, Kaiba is at least Kaiba is a professional. The Pharaoh is all like, he's got kind of an ego. You know, he always hangs out in his trailer. And he's always like, fetch me a friggin' latte. Like he's a prima donna. With emphasis on the prima. How do I get over there? There must be an easier way to get there. Kaiba, on the other hand, like, he's a method actor. He gets really into character. He's like Jared Leto. He, like, when he's not filming, he gives people checks for money and stuff. So it's like Jared Leto, except not obnoxious and crazy.
Enjoy your stay.
He's like, here, I like the work you did. Here's a check for $1,000. And it's a fake check. And you can't cash it in for any money, but he's trying to be Kaiba. He's trying to be the character. In reality, he's nothing like that. In reality, Kaiba is like... He's just a guy. He's just a guy. I take it back. He's a giant douchebag. He's exactly like he is in the show. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to I admit it. I was trying to make the Pharaoh seem worse by comparison, but truly they are both dicks. They are both huge douchebags. I just have more issues with the Pharaoh, so I was trying to make Kaiba seem like a swell guy by comparison, but really, they could both go to friggin' hell. Especially the Pharaoh. Wait, Kaiser is in the chat? Am I seeing... Oh, it's a different Kaiser, I see. Is Mai that much of a skank? Mai isn't a skank at all. People, like, that's just a joke in the show. Mai is actually a very respectable lady. She's very talented at Duel Monsters. But the show just edits it so that she looks bad. And we just talk about her boobs because little Karibo doesn't know how to write women. In reality, she's very well respected. Kaiba and Yugi are dicks, though. I'm gonna wrap things up in 10 minutes or so, because I can tell that I'm kind of losing steam. It's difficult to maintain, my evil nature and play a video game. So I'm gonna wrap things up here soon.
Better check I still have all my parts.
Macha. Macha. Okay. Who has a better butt, Kaiba or the Pharaoh? Have you seen their butts? I mean, Kaiba's butt is kind of hard to see. They're both kind of hard to see because they wear those jackets. And they're covering their butts the whole time. I'd like to say that, Kaiba's more of an ass, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap things up here, actually. I'm kinda struggling. I'm not very good at this. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna log off. I apologize, guys. Just kinda lost it for the time being. I don't wanna just keep going for the sake of keeping going. But I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope it was funny enough. I hope it was kind of funny, at least. But, I'll see you guys again next Tuesday. Where, I'll go in there and stab people. It's gonna be great. We'll talk more about the 12 steps of booty. 12 steps to take to get to the booty. And, thanks for chilling out. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry if it was disappointing. Alright, have fun watching this on your butt later. Bye.